Hey guys, welcome back with Watching Animates, and in today's video, this is part 3, learning the tablet and the program Procreate. We've already done 2 tutorials beforehand and practically one before that, and today's video we're hoping we're going to get a step further than last time. Last time we made a little progress, not as much as I would have wanted, but still not too bad. There was some improvement, But in today's video, we're going to try to up the level, try to go a step further. So be sure to stick around. Alright guys, here we are trying to learn how to draw just with this tablet in general. We're going to do some of the basics again. We're just going to zoom out a bit, and we're going to try to not do that. We're just going to try to draw some lines. We're going to do it again as before, just some straight lines, just some real close. We'll do some real close together, and then we don't want them to curve. We're going to do some short ones. I need to go a little slower. Take it nice and slow. Then we're going to do the reverse and draw some in different angles. That way we can get it, a nice balance in this. By the end of this, I think what I'm going to do is redraw those Among Us characters because I drew them so poorly. I think they need redeemed. I think they need a little help. I'm just using my same file as before. That way if I need a reference photo, I don't have to recreate it. I just got it. All right, we're gonna do some squiggles, going real big and then real small. I have a little bit of stabilization on this brush, if you can see it. I probably shouldn't be using this brush, especially when I'm trying to learn how to draw. But this is the brush I'm going to use the most, so it technically is best that I use this one. Alright, we're just going to do some circles. Just drawing some circles. Trying to get them to look good. Then for a couple of these, we'll draw the frame out. The wire frame. Ooh, I kind of like that one. We got that going. This doesn't look too bad. Kind of like it. Not horrible. We'll try another one. Just doing some wireframes. That way I get a good idea of what I'm trying to get. Can get kind of boring drawing a bunch of circles. That's why I kind of prefer doing the cylinders, which I'm going to do now. And I like doing the cylinders because it just kind of feels nice seeing cylinders that are just going in all these different angles. It feels kind of cool when you go, hey, I drew that. And that looks like it's going in that angle, That one doesn't look amazing. That doesn't look awful. Just draw a circle. Then you do your 2 lines. And then you do the other end. And you just do the inside if you're trying to... Well, I do it to improve, especially with this app. But also it gives a third level of depth. This one, it's way more on. So I just do a line. And then do the circle. Trying to replicate what I did on the top. Not bad. We'll do a couple more. Little circle on the top. Again, 2 lines. Circle, circle. Not looking too bad. I like some of these angles. They're not looking... I think sometimes I see... When I'm starting to draw these figures, they're starting to look definitely better. If you compare them to the first video, these are starting to be major improvements. But it's definitely still not where I want to be. I want to be able to draw about as well as I do, if not, no, about as well as I do on my actual tablet. That way I can kind of use this for other things when it'll be better for videos. I can expand on it. Besides, I can't do much. You saw my Among Us drawings. At least I assume you saw my Among Us drawings. You didn't just skip to this video and ignore my other one. I'm watching you. If you did, you better go back. You better watch all my videos. I can't believe you not watching my stuff. All right. Okay, now we're going to try to draw some cubes. We're going to see how well this one goes now. First, we're going to start with just a basic cube. Going like this. We're going to see two sides of it. Doesn't look too bad. I mean, it's not amazing. Alright, we'll try to draw cube again. We're just going to go 2 there. 2 there. And we'll shade in this side. Give it a little three-dimensionality. Alright, we'll draw a cube again. That looks awful. And we'll draw it going in there. Alright, I think that's good enough for now. Alright, the end of the test. I did everything way faster than before. But there are some improvements. We're going to put these back, and we're going to see if I can try to draw these Among Us characters. Like I said before, if you didn't see my last video, I don't know who the artist is, but I really love the way they draw these, and I'm going to try to draw them. Last time they turned out horrifying. I even tried to color it and couldn't figure out how. I don't know why I didn't bother to Google how to color these things and how to use the coloring. So if I decide to color it, I'm going to have to use the same method as before. So let's see how this goes. We'll do number 1 first, then we'll go to the second one. Make sure I'm on a new layer. And start with a circle. Like I called it in my last video, little nubbins. These feet. I don't want to draw it too fat. Alright. Ooh. Definite improvement. I like that already. Alright, we just need a... We'll draw the rough version of the other one too. So that way we got them both and we'll just draw each on the same layer. Alright. Ball. Ball. Then the feet. This one does not look nearly as cute as the last one. We're going to erase it and we're going to try again. Ball. Feet. We're going to do them a little stubbier. Backpack. Eyes up there, but we got eyes up here. Just not make them look horrifying. It's way too big. Way too small. Alright, that looks kind of better. And then we draw a circle. And a circle. And then the hands holding it. Let's bring down the brightness of this. And let's try to draw it again. Undo. 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 Of course, the sketch is always the easiest. Once you try to line art it, that's when you'll find the undo button is your friend. We're going to do this foot first. That foot second. Ooh, what's happening to his head? Ugh. Ugh. Obviously, this angle is, this direction is a way I need to practice. We're going to try this. I'm not even using the tablet in the way I could. Ugh. Even worse. Come on. We can draw it. Just make it look decent. Okay, that's better. Now just give him a little backpack. Yeah, that's not too bad. That's definitely better than the last one. If you remember the last one. I think that's an improvement. Alright, we'll try it with this one too. Okay. Just trying to get the eyes. Not make that horrible. We're going to zoom in a little bit. Ah! I keep trying to use it like I'm using a tool to move it. See, I'm really used to my other tablet, which doesn't have touchscreen functionalities. All right. He has too big of a backpack. We're just gonna. I want it to be like medium size, not too big, not too small. Now we draw one hand, draw the other, and then we draw avocado. All right, let's see how this looks. And ta-da! All right, to be honest, though they're not amazing, I think it's an improvement. Let me grab, since I'm on the same file, let me grab the old one. That's the old one for that one. And then after I did the drawing for the last one, I did a dozen more. None of them look quite as good as I think these new ones do. Like, they're not gold, okay? But I think they look better. I think there's some improvement. What do you guys think? Do you think there was improvement? Be sure to leave a comment down below whether or not you thought there was improvement, what you think I should do next, and whether or not you enjoyed this video. Be sure always to leave a like and subscribe. And see you guys in the next one.